some people out there, when they take a look at HBAR, they may think, wow, this is caca, man. This is boring. This is trash. It's not even at the price of 50 cents yet, not even at the price of $1. This sucks. But personally, in my opinion, isn't that the whole point? I don't want to FOMO into something that's already, in this case, right, if HBAR did go to the price of over $1, over $2, I'm not going to FOMO into something that's already pumped by a lot. I really want to focus on it, when things are boring, right? When things aren't relatively that high as of right now. Yeah, sure, HBAR, it's not small by any means, but I think it could be something a lot more special in the future. So I think that when I take that into consideration, what we're seeing right now isn't so bad. I believe that HBAR during the peak of this bull run could hypothetically go to the price of $3. Of course, that's not financial advice. That's not a guarantee. But here's the thing. The Hedera Hashgraph network, right? It's actually a DAG. It's not using traditional blockchain technology. And I think this right here is fantastic because a DAG, it's usually a lot faster. It's also usually a lot more scalable. And also on top of that, it has amazing energy consumption. You take a look at how everyone loves Ethereum. Everyone loves Cardano. They love, something like the BNB chain. They love Solana, Avalanche, Algorand. But guess what? Hedera uses less energy than all of them. Isn't that fantastic? And of course, this is considering its average cost per transaction. So yeah, that's crazy. Also on top of that, you take a look at a lot of other projects, right? It looks like the team is coming straight out of their, mom's basement or something like that. You don't know how long the project's going to be around for. Yeah, sure, they pumped, but is the team really solid, right? You got to ask yourself that question. When we take a look at Hedera, governing council includes Ubisoft, Google, LG, Dell, DBS Bank, and many others. I mean, this is a really big deal type of scenario, in my opinion. I mean, if we just remove the name, right, Hedera, let's say we talk about another project and we say, wow, something like Google, something like LG, Ubisoft is part of the governing council, everyone would love it. They'd be like, oh, wow, this is fantastic. But when it comes to Hedera, they say, wow, it's caca, it's trash. There's a lot of people out there criticizing Hedera, but I'm not, because I think that HBAR really represents something that could really go to the price of $3, hypothetically speaking. Market cap, first of all, considering current supply, wouldn't be crazy. It would be around, $107 billion. I mean, are you kidding me? We've seen some nonsense like BNB go to over $100 billion in market cap. And is, the BNB chain better than Hedera? Personally, I think Hedera is just a lot better. First of all, it's a DAG, right? Much better than traditional blockchain technology, in my opinion. Also, on top of that, Bitcoin hasn't even reached the price of $100,000 yet, right? Everyone's complaining. They're saying, wow, the bull run's over. But I think we're far from over. I think the best days are still ahead. Even as we speak, right? This isn't supposed to be the time when altcoins are supposed to peak, historically speaking. Altcoins usually peak anywhere between half a year to a year and a half after a Bitcoin halving event. Bitcoin halving event happened back in April, and we're not even 6 months through, right? I think that better days are still ahead. I'm going to continue to stay patient. I'm going to continue to accumulate HBAR, and I'm going to hold, and I'm just going to wait for the peak of the bull run. Now, with that being said, though, some people out there, they may be wondering, okay, we do know that there is a time frame for altcoins to peak, but when do we know is the time when HBAR peaks? Now, personally for me, if HBAR goes to the price of $3, I'm out at that point. I'm all good, man. I don't need HBAR to go to the price of $5, $10, even though in the long term it could, right? And even during this bull run, the peak of it could. You never know. But besides that point, sometimes enough is enough. You take a look at Mark Cuban, right? When he sold broadcast.com to Yahoo, and when he exited his Yahoo positions, he didn't exit at the perfect time. But it didn't matter, right? He was already a billionaire at that point, could already buy the Mavericks. A lot of people out there, they made fun of Mark Cuban for not exiting at the exact top. But sometimes enough is enough. Yeah, sure, he could have made probably a couple more $1 billion. But if you're already a billionaire, what for stay any longer? At least that's the way I take a look at it. Now, of course, he's a minority owner now when it comes to the Mavericks. He used to be a majority owner, but he sold a bunch of it. But yeah, you get my point, right? Mark Cuban, he's a legend, right? He's a billionaire, so he exited at the right time for him. At least that's the way I view it. So when it comes to HBAR at the price of $3, I'm all good, man. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also on top of that, make sure to check out this very interesting video. I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.